Welcome back, Seahawks, to this school year's first edition of Seahawks Central News. I'm Kristen Dre.
And I'm Aki Suzuki. This week, we will be taking a look at new technology research labs on campus and an upcoming volunteer opportunity for students.
We will also be discussing a rocky road for North Carolina's filming community and the growing impatience with campus sexual assault crimes nationwide. Stay tuned because Seahawks Central News starts right now.
Last weekend, UNCW hosted the wildly popular Color Me Rad 5K for the second year in a row. More than 6,000 runners came out Saturday morning to get their dose of color and have a run around campus. The 3.1-mile trail had volunteers posted at various points, tossing color bombs and words of encouragement at partakers. Many runners, young and old, could be seen in decked-out costumes to simple white tees. No matter their dress, all participants left covered head to toe in bright tints, including the oh-so-familiar shade of UNCW teal. A portion of all proceeds went towards the student athletic scholarships. It is speculated that this newfound tradition will carry on with the third color run coming to UNCW's campus fall in semester of 2015. So, how about getting back into school, Kristen?
Oh my gosh, I am just so overwhelmed, but I'm just so happy everyone's back, and this junior year is about to be an awesome year.
I'm super excited. I'm glad I'm starting to finally figure out where my classes are.
For real.
I felt like a freshman for the first couple days, pretty lost.
I definitely feel you on that.
It happens to the best of us. Last Friday, September 4th, the UNCW Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship announced that in partnership with AT&T, a coastal open resource app lab has been established. This lab features an assortment of state-of-the-art mobile devices due to AT&T's sponsorship, in which students, faculty, staff, and guests alike can test and develop a multitude of web-based features and applications. Students are now able to test their developments on the industry's latest tools and gadgets, giving them an advantage in software development, pushing the envelope of innovation. This lab is one of only 2 of its kind in North Carolina, and its opening marked the 1-year anniversary for the CIE.
On September 7th, Martha Harlan, Director of Media Relations for New Hanover Regional Medical Center, confirmed that the hospital is advancing with their final plans to acquire CHAC. CHAC is a nonprofit organization that started with a goal of bringing education and medical resources into more rural communities across the Southeast. North Carolina was one of the first to jump on board with this current organization, currently having a central office in Chapel Hill. Once this educational resource center becomes a part of New Hanover Hospital, it is speculated that over 100 varying medical positions will become available.
The Wilmington area is known as being the home to numerous film productions, ranging from One Tree Hill and Dawson's Creek to The Conjuring and the newest production, Nicholas Sparks' The Longest Ride. Wilmingwood is now facing a bit of trouble as North Carolina legislators have now killed the NC Film Incentive Program. The new incentive package, kicking into gear January 1st, caps annual film expenditures at $10 million versus the current 25% expenditure rate. With talk of Sleepy Hollow and Under the Dome changing locations, and Nicholas Sparks' film, The Choice, rumored to start and wrap up before the year end, the future of Hollywood of the East is looking a little rocky. We will be following this closely for the next couple of months.
Are you big on fishing? Want a chance to help at-risk youth in the Wilmington community? This week in the Seahawks Service Spotlight is the 6th annual Big Buddy Fishing Tournament that will be attracting kids and volunteers from all over the Wilmington area to Fort Fisher on October 24th, National Make a Difference Day. There, volunteers will be able to interact with kids and aid in cleanup through the day's events, including fishing and surfing lessons, sandcastle building, crafts, and more. Volunteer applications are now being accepted. For more info, visit the Cape Fear Volunteer Center's website and contact Annie Anthony.
Are you interested in becoming an aid to this community? Do you have an organization or event in mind that deserves recognition for the great things they do in and for the Wilmington area? Send us your thoughts to tealtvmedia@gmail.com or drop by our office in the Student Media Center to learn more.
A senior at Columbia University is carrying her twin-size mattress wherever she roams on campus. Why go to all that trouble, you may ask? Emma Solkowitz is taking a stand against sexual violences on campus nationwide. As a rape victim on her very first day of sophomore year, Emma believes that she has not seen justice since her reported claim 2 years ago. The rapist is still enrolled at the university. Just a few weeks ago, students at UNCW received an email with details as to how UNCW will handle all reports to the campus police department. When will all universities fully comply with the common commitment to protecting the rights of all students?
Let's soar over to Sean and see what's happening in entertainment this week. Sean?
Welcome back, UNCW, to the Seahawks Scoop, keeping you up to speed with all the latest local and national entertainment news. I'm your host, Logan Cobb, and I got really tan this summer. Really, though, I'm your new host, Sean Hennessy, so get used to me. Justin Bieber was arrested last week somewhere in Canada for driving his ATV like a fool and assaulting the driver of a minivan of which he collided into. You may remember that he got into trouble for drag racing his Lambo down in Miami this past January. Like many people above age 12, I'm looking forward to a world without Bieber in the limelight. I believe that day will come soon. One story that caught more interest on Twitter was the recently leaked nude photos of various female celebrities. The most notable victims of the scandal include the Hunger Games star Jennifer Lawrence and Victoria's Secret model Kate Upton. Apparently, some perv hacked Apple's servers and went way out of his way to find the photos on their personal accounts. Now, the conversation has shifted from questioning the security of our Apple accounts to the consequences of taking racy pictures of oneself. One comedy duo called Cotillion Girls has pivoted the discussion to teach girls how to hack so they can get nudes of Ryan Gosling. Is it moral? No, but I think it's something a lot of ladies can get on board with. Lastly, I wanted to talk to you guys about Nicki Minaj's new music video, Anaconda. Oh wait, I didn't. Well, that's about it for this week's episode of the Seahawks Scoop. Again, I'm Sean Hennessy. I'm craving holy moly. I'll see you next week. Robbie, let's get a burrito right now. That was bad.
Thanks, Sean.
Now let's join Miranda and Will at the sports desk as they shed some light on the UNCW sporting world.
Hello, Seahawk Nation, and welcome to this year's first edition of Seahawk Central Sports. I'm your host, Miranda Fabian.
And I'm Will Oakes, and we're this year's sports anchors for TealTV.
There is a lot to be excited about this year for Seahawk sports, and this is where you're going to catch all the action. We'll be covering all levels of athletics from varsity to intramural. This year we will also be debating hot topics in the sporting world and hosting contests to win prizes, so make sure you stay tuned for updates.
This past weekend, we had some activity in Seahawks sports. With fall sports just kicking off, it's exciting to see how our teams are looking right out of the gates. Miranda, did you see the girls' volleyball team this weekend?
I sure did. Right out the starting gates, the girls' volleyball team is really showing their skills. What are your thoughts, Will?
I couldn't agree more. This weekend, the Seahawks went 3-0, dropping only one set during the East Carolina Invitational. On Saturday, the ladies swept Norfolk State as Meredith Peacock and Morgan Klein combined for 17 kills. Later that day, Morgan Klein recorded a double-double of 12 kills and 14 digs, while Nicole Lott added 11 kills against Tennessee Tech. These outstanding performances have led UNCW to a 6-1 record, which is their best since 1990. The Seahawks return home to Hanover Hall on Wednesday when they host rival Campbell at 7.
On Friday the 5th, Dub Hockey started their season with a bang as UNCW students crowded the ice rink to see the boys play Coastal Carolina. This season marks UNCW Hockey's 10th year anniversary. The atmosphere in the rink was incredible as students cheered on throughout the game. Rob Sprinkle led the way by scoring 3 goals for the Seahawks, his teammate Kevin Mullaney scoring 1. Although the Seahawks did not come out with a win, it was a great start to what can only be a spectacular season.
What an outstanding weekend for the Seahawks, a sure sign of good things to come.
For sure, and the energy from the crowd had a lot to do with it. Well, that's all we have for Seahawks Central Sports. I'm Miranda Fabian.
And I'm Will Oakes. Thanks for tuning in to Seahawks Central Sports. Everyone have a great week.
Thanks, Will and Miranda. Before we end this year's first episode of Seahawks Central News, we would just like to take a minute to recognize the importance of today.
As many of you already know, today marks the 13th anniversary of the day everything changed for this country. September 11th is a tragedy that affects each individual in one way or another. I remember when it happened, I think we were in first grade. I had no idea what a huge impact it would have on this country.
Yeah, it was so sad, and we were so young.
So important that it's recognized. We are an American nation and also a Seahawk nation, united as one. That's all we have time for this episode. Thanks for joining us. Until next time, I'm Aki Suzuki.
And I'm Kristen Dre saying, so long, Seahawks.